I'm making my chocolate, peanut butter, and strawberry cupcakes, which are moist, nutty little cakes filled with jam and finished with tall, high hats of fluffy meringue frosting that get dunked in glossy chocolate. To get going on my cakes, I'll build the batter all in one bowl. I've got my peanut butter here. It's creamy and it's unsweetened since I'll be dumping in a load of sugar as well. Half a cup here, a quarter cup of melted refined coconut oil, a cup of buttermilk, an egg, and then 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I'll whisk all my wet ingredients together until they're smooth. All right, that's smooth. I'll sprinkle on my dry ingredients evenly over the top of the wet ingredients. 1¼ cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of sugar, 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and then 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and 3/4 teaspoon of salt. All right, while the dry ingredients are still sitting on top of the batter, I'll give them a rough little whisk to combine, and then I'll just gradually incorporate them in with the wet ingredients. As soon as I can no longer see any of my dry ingredients, they're all hydrated by the wet ingredients, I want to stop mixing because I definitely don't want to overmix this batter. I'll get my cupcake tins and I'll just divide the batter evenly between my 12 tins. All right, I'll get these in the oven at 350 degrees for about 18 minutes until they're golden and puffed in the center and springy when you poke them. This is gonna be the high hat on my cupcakes, and it's actually pretty straightforward to make. You wanna heat the egg whites very gently, which is why I have them in a double boiler here. I'll combine them with 1.5 cups of sugar, and then 1/2 teaspoon of cream of tartar, a couple of pinches of salt, and then I'll whisk this continuously and cook for a few minutes until it reaches 175 degrees. That's how I know that the egg whites are cooked. All right, my egg whites have reached 175 degrees. I'll remove them from the heat. And then I'll switch over to my electric mixer now and beat this until it holds stiff, glossy peaks. This is so glossy and it's holding peaks. I'll flavor with a splash of vanilla extract and then freeze-dried strawberry powder. Mix this in and watch this frosting turn really pretty pink. Okay, I'll get this into my piping bag. I'm ready to decorate. The first thing I'll do is create an opening for the jam in the center. So I'll take an apple corer and remove the very center of the cake. This is just seedless strawberry jam, and I'll just pipe the jam right into the opening. And now this frosting has got to hold up to its name. It's got to be high. So I'll pipe on 3 layers of frosting and just squeeze and allow it to go all the way to the edges of the cake. I'll lift it up and do another layer, and then another layer, almost like a snowman. Dun, da, da, da. It's like a cartoon cupcake. All right, I'll keep on filling and frosting the rest. I'll stick them in the freezer until they're firm, and then they get one final chocolate kiss. The frosting is firm. I'm ready for the final touch. I've got my semi-sweet chocolate melted with a little coconut oil, which helps it thin out and also firm up. So I'll just give it a quick dunk, pull it right back up like that. And I've cooled it to room temperature because I definitely don't want hot chocolate melting the frosting. And that creates such a great chocolate shell. And before they fully set, sprinkle with some sprinkles. Okay, this one looks so good. Here we go. Oh. This is the ideal dessert version of a PB&J.